Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to episode 7 of the X-Files. Last episode was Shadow, and that was about the lady who was basically getting protected by this almost ghost, I suppose, of someone she used to be close to. Now I feel like on reflection, when I was editing the episode and just kind of looking back on it, I felt like I might have been still a little bit harsh on it. Was it my favourite episode? No. But I feel like it was better than I gave it credit for. I probably was in the wrong mood to record at the time because I put X Files out at the moment once every 2 weeks, just because I don't have the time to do episodes every single day. In which case, some shows have to be every other week, and because this is a show that I've already seen, and I'm not getting a lot of comments and stuff, I don't know how well it's being received. So I just felt like for one reason or another, I wasn't in the right frame of mind when I recorded, and was a bit harsh in the episode. Was a bit like meh. It was a bit boring at times. The lady was a bit boring, and she wasn't the most exciting character. But what I felt about the episode was it was quite fun in terms of spending more time with her. I enjoyed the telekinetic, what we thought was telekinetic, when it turned out to be this ghost, and the effects that it had, and the scenes with the new boss who was strangled, and the thing with his bracelet. And there was some fun elements to the episode, and I was just a bit mean to it. So I apologise if you love the episode and you're a little bit disappointed with my reaction. This episode is called Ghost in the Machine, and I remember it being about technology and AI, and that's kind of it. I'm thinking with Ghost in the Machine, maybe it's about some sort of... It's either something to do with like a spirit that gets into a computer, but obviously this was back in the start of like computer era and stuff, so as we've seen with Scully's computers, they're like really old style computers, so they might not have done that yet, or it might be about computers learning to become smarter. Can't fully remember the details of it, so let's jump into Ghost in the Machine and see what it's all about. If you are enjoying the X-Files reactions, please leave some comments and let me know down below, because they're not getting a lot of attention, so I'm not really sure how well the series is being received by you guys. I know it's not watched by all that many people, and just whether I continue it for a while will depend on if anyone's interested in watching it or not. Yeah, just let me know down below what you're thinking.
Like it or not, the industry's changing. We need to make some hard choices.
You saved a soundbite for the press.
Let's not relive the stockholders meeting again.
Don't you get it? You're killing me.
There's always some arsehole boss at the top, isn't there?
Briscoe is
Always.
not your company, Brad. Not anymore. And you damn well better grow up and get used to it.
You're gonna regret this.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound positive. But he looks proper slimy, so if he dies, I'm fine with it. Scanning data intercept.
Is the immediate termination of the COS project. Its disastrous performance over the past 3 quarters and projected.
So it's an operating system that's scanning everything, keeping track of everything, and watching.
No other choice.
He's planning to get rid of it, so does it fight back? Just protect itself almost? Oh, so the technology in this building seems to control everything, even like taps and stuff.
Hello.
That's kind of scary.
What the hell?
No, don't do that, don't do that.
File deleted.
Okay. I know this is like from the early 90s, so it's all very retro. But even today in 2020, I am so scared by like smart technology and people who have like a device that controls everything in the house, the lights, heating, the other devices, all that kind of stuff. It freaks me out because I've seen so many films about the technology developing, and I'll probably talk about it a little bit in my review at the end, but I think it's just a real fear of technology, robotics, all that developing its own mind and protecting itself, and it has more control than we do.
Either you know Nancy Spiller.
The forensics instructor at the academy. I used to call her the Iron Maiden.
On a good day. Well, anyway, she's putting.
It's so nice seeing Scully cracking jokes and stuff. I mean, no spoilers for later on in the show, but she gets such a serious persona because of everything that happens coming up, but it's just nice seeing her having a bit more of a laugh. I'm nervous. If that machine knows what you're up to, it's going to drop the elevator. Elevators freak me out.
Politically correct elevator.
3rd floor.
Elevators don't freak me out in general, but when they malfunction,
You okay?
then I get scared. It knows. It knows.
The central operating system that runs the building regulates everything from energy output to the volume of water in each toilet flush.
This is Claude Peterson. He's a building systems engineer.
It's funny saying this as a YouTuber, but
If somebody wanted to
over reliance on
rise
technology
the
scares me so
first you'd
much.
have to break. Just looking for my profile now.
Maybe if you cleaned your desk more than once a year.
They were right here. I'm telling you.
That desk would give me OCD
Mom, we're late.
mental nightmares.
Jerry, you went into my office and you stole my work.
What? An arsehole.
I asked you to help me out, and you helped me.
Yeah, he helped you.
Big deal.
But did he give you permission to go into his office and steal his notes? Prick.
Let me show you something. Smart home.
From this prototype,
Nope.
I have access
Nope.
to every square foot of my house.
Don't like it.
This place is as safe as Fort Knox and as energy efficient as your average igloo. We were 2 years ahead of Microsoft and Cebus when Drake, in his infinite wisdom, killed the program.
Smart homes are just a scary thought. I don't get it. I have friends that have like smart homes
Plenty of
and
kooks out there, data travelers.
press the button on the phone and lights change here and that colour changes and that comes on. It freaks me out. I get nervous when it shows Scully at home alone because he normally ends up getting attacked. No, leave Scully alone. Reading the files. You gonna delete it? File deleted.
File open.
Oh. It's weird how beyond its time this episode is, because you could have this exact same storyline in an episode of a TV show today, and it would work. Is he trying to shut it down? What is he up to? Because whatever's going to happen, he's going to get killed, I think.
Welcome back, Brad.
Creep.
You're not equipped with a voice synthesizer.
Why are you talking to it then?
What is my user level?
That is now at the discretion of the operating system. User level.
Yeah, the AI is definitely taken over. And is now in control of itself, so even though he created it,
What are you doing?
there's nothing he can do to stop it. God, it freaks me out. Most horror sci-fi shows have a scene at some point where an elevator drops, and I don't like it.
Program executed.
I always thought though, would you not, if the elevator was dropping that fast, would you not fly up into the air? Because they always drop to the floor. Which would make sense if it was shooting upwards. But if it was shooting down, would you not be like, by the force of the elevator dropping quicker than you would, fall up? I don't know. Like when you're in the Tower of Terror at Disneyland, as the elevator drops, you automatically come up out your seat, which is why you have to be trapped in.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, Deep Throat. It's been a while.
Insist that you respect the terms of our arrangement. What do you think they'd want with the most innovative programmer in this hemisphere?
To use him. Use his skills.
Wilczek has thumbed his nose at any contract involving weapons applications. It's a learning machine. A computer that actually thinks.
Which is really, really useful for governments and stuff, which I guess is why Deep Throat's involved. I'm actually surprised to see him though. Because I thought he was only involved in the conspiracy episodes.
What else do you want from me?
But apparently not.
You created that machine. Now you tell me how to destroy it.
Is there not some form of... Is it called a kill switch? There's normally like something somewhere that will...
Destroy the system.
Or a virus.
That level of artificial intelligence is decades away from being realized.
And why was our
Apparently
program
not.
Wilczek?
It's funny, like, they always say, this thing's so far-fetched, it's so futuristic, it's never going to happen, or it's not going to happen for a while. Or like I said, it's decades away from being realised, but someone's got to realise it at some point.
Probably right.
Why not now? That's creepy. And when you realise that something's looking at your stuff. Oh.
What are you doing here?
Someone or something's been scanning my computer files, tapping my phone. I traced a line. It came from somewhere in there.
She's starting to believe now that this computer needs stopping.
Oh, what the?
See? Scary. If that had gone through into them, that would have punctured their heads. Shit the bed. But at least he wrapped the end in plastic so it wouldn't bruise him. Electrocute him. I find it quite creepy that it's this technology doing all this, because even though it, in some ways it's less creepy because it's technology, why I find it creepy is because it's not a person, it's not just someone who wants to do it to you, it's this entity, this thing that's not even real, it almost. Vents seem like a safe idea, but if it controls kind of like the air conditioning, the heating, air supply, vents can be quite dangerous. Scully, no! How powerful must that wind be? Because the vent's still horizontal. Would that do anything? If you hit the box, sure. The chances of actually hitting that box, not because of the distance or because of the size, but getting through the blades that are spinning so fast, it's highly unbelievable.
Not bad, Agent Mulder.
What?
You know, I've been trying to access the CPU for the past 2 years. Now, please, take out your gun and remove the clip.
Sorry. You're just a security guard.
Put down the gun.
Sky!
Look, you may think you know what you're dealing with, but
Shut up and drop the gun.
She looks like she's been bashed about quite a bit, doesn't she? She must have managed to get that box through the fan.
operation is more sensitive than you can possibly imagine.
Oh, shut
The
up.
technology in this machine is of enormous scientific interest.
Just knock him
Machine's a
out.
monster, Scully. It's already killed 2 people.
Doing, Brad. Don't do this, Brad. Bad command or file name.
Bye.
Exec Cameron 4, double seven.
Don't take your eyes off him.
Why?
You won't find it.
They can't just take a man like Brad Wilczek without an explanation.
Oh, has he been taken by the government?
Anything they want.
Poor guy.
6 more hours before we have to consign the whole damn thing to the metal shredder.
We'll do what we can, sir.
Ominous slow shot. Music's fading away. The machine's gonna come back on. And the AI's still gonna be there.
I can't follow the circuitry at all.
I'm gonna figure this thing out if it kills me.
Okay, that was episode 7 of The X-Files, Ghost in the Machine. I actually quite enjoyed that episode. It's weird because technology stuff isn't overtly scary compared to like ghosts and aliens and monsters and all that stuff. But I find it quite creepy, and it's because, like I mentioned kind of throughout the episode, there's something quite scary to me about the fact that it could happen, and the fact that it in some ways probably does happen, and we don't hear about it very often. And this is such a story that, and I said this is a story that was from like, what, 92? Thereabouts, 94, something like that. And if they had it in a show today, it would still work the exact same. Technology learns to kind of think for itself and kills people to protect itself. I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen in places. And I find that scary because it's so realistic, but also scary because it's not a physical entity to fight. There's not a vampire to stake. There's not a monster to shoot or a werewolf to kill. You know, it's this technology which we've all got. And that's why I find smart houses really freaky. I know I'm in the minority because I know most people that I know have Amazon Echoes, the Google ones, whatever they're called. And like I said, I had a friend who has a thing on his phone where he can change the colour of his lights in every room and the music that's playing in every room just from this phone. And I just don't like it for myself. Like, I have everything disconnected. I rarely have one device connected to another. And maybe I'm just old-fashioned for that. But for me, it's just a case of, like, if one thing fucks up, I don't want everything to fuck up. And also, I'm just worried about the potential for, not necessarily AI for me, but it's more like, if someone hacks into my phone, what's saying, if that's connected to my TV and my bank account and my computer and everything else, that they're not going to be able to do more damage to me than they can from just one device. I mean, my phone's pretty bad anyway because it's got like online banking, all that kind of stuff. But you know, it's just a fear that I have, and that's why like technology stuff I find kind of creepy, even though I don't think, maybe not as creepy as say like Squeeze, but creepier than I think some people will find it. But the story in the episode was quite fun. I enjoyed the fact that it was just like all-seeing technological being, and it was hacking Scully's computer, which was interesting and kind of creepy, and it was dropping elevators and electrocuting people, and it's just like a fun villain, sort of. Is villain the right term to use? I don't know. However, like, the episode was good, and those twists with the security guard and this government storyline, which was kind of takes a back seat at times because it felt a little shoehorned in, because it could have just been this AI that's taken over. This guy tries to stop it. He gets blamed for the murders because he created it, and then we try and fix it. But then there was a little subplot running throughout where the government were trying to get hold of the AI because they want to use it. And whilst it was in it every now and again, it wasn't in it a lot for it to really be that important to the storyline. Because realistically, if you'd taken all the government stuff out, the events would have taken place exactly the same. The murders would have still happened. The AI would still know who it is. The smart dude would still get arrested for the murders. Mulder and Scully would have gone to him, got the virus, gone to the tower, crawled through the vents where Scully got attacked by the computer, and Mulder would have put the virus in and stopped it. So, realistically, that government thing didn't have any impact, although they did kidnap the smart guy. Was his name Alan? I don't know what his name was. So maybe he comes back in a future episode, I don't know, because he would be quite a good one to come back because the government have him. He's very intelligent, and they can use that for very dangerous stuff. Yeah, interesting to see where that goes, definitely. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Ghost Machine. A really strong episode, fun villain. I enjoyed the deaths in it and the drama, and it was quite tense at times. And yeah, kind of creepy, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, let me know what you thought of Ghost in the Machine in the comments down below. Subscribe if you enjoyed this reaction, and please, if you are enjoying this series, let me know in the comments, because kind of your reactions to it will depend on how much further I watch. Yeah, so just let me know how you feel, and I'll see you all in the next episode. As usual, thanks for watching, guys. My name is Scott. I hope you're well. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all for episode 8. Bye, guys.